Hello, hi, a happy day to everyone. So this is our English class. How was your weekend? I hope you have completed your homework and you enjoyed your weekend. And whatever the works you are completing in your copy and textbook, it is not necessary to send through Class 123 app because already we started checking the copies at school. Okay, so no need to send through Class 123 app, and I will check your copies and I will be sending stars, stickers, gifts. Okay, you're happy with it, yeah? Okay, now what is this? Can you tell me what is this? This is your English book. The book has so many chapters. And again we can say the book is, can you say something about this book? The book is in rectangle shape, and the book has so many pages. We can say make many sentences regarding this. Okay, so now we are going to learn something new. It is not very new to you. We have been using it, but I will introduce what is the technical term, what is the grammatical term for that. Okay, so what is the chapter we are discussing now? The Hungry Wolf. I hope all of you are reading it every day. You need to read the chapter daily. Means whenever you have English in your timetable, please read the chapter once. The Hungry Wolf, the chapter, you need repeated reading in the chapter. Okay, then okay, now we will continue with the textbook exercise in page number 53. Let's look at the screen now. What do you see there? These are nouns. A noun is a person, place, animal, thing, or an idea. Means anything which has a name, like paper, bag, pencil, pen, all are nouns. Means names of any object, any place, any animal, names, all names are, we calling it as nouns. Okay, so here these are person. Can you read it? Is it visible for you? Person, man, and girl. These all are persons name. We have already discussed it in one chapter. Man and girl, child, grandma, grandpa, father, mother, police station, police means policeman or doctor. All are persons name. Sorry, police station is place name. Okay, place name is Paris, city, rabbit, Jeddah, school, home, Asia, space, kitchen. All these are so the place names. These are place names, and these are animal names. These are things names: book, pencil, apple, flower, disease, shoe, cap, and these are animals names. All these are names, so these are called nouns. Now we will check what are pronouns. What are pronouns? I or me. See, I have a name. You have a name, but we say I am a girl. I am Najma. Najma is a noun, and I, it is a pronoun. We will detail we will learn this in grammar chapter, but for the time being we have to do the textbook exercise in this chapter, so I am just running through the topic. Okay, so children, I and me, these are called pronouns. See, you, he, she, it, me, we, all these are called pronouns. What are they? These are pronouns. Pronoun means the terms we use instead of a noun. So the terms we use instead of noun is called pronoun. What are nouns? Nouns are naming words. Any name, like John. John is a boy. He is in. So what is the term we use instead of John? Here we use he is a boy. John is in grade 1, and John is in John is a boy, so we can use he is a boy. So we will discuss it in detail here. Check: I am, it is, she is, you are, he is, we are, they are. See, the children are playing, then we can say they are playing. Instead of children, we can say they. And it is, the cat is sleeping. Then we can say the cat is sleeping. It is very soft. For the cat, we can use the pronoun it. Like this, we can do. We will discuss it in detail. Don't worry. Now check this. Sarah is a girl. Sarah is in grade 1. So we have to see the underlined. This is a noun. Sarah is a noun. What is this? Sarah is a noun. And now Sarah is in grade 1. Here again and again we don't have to repeat Sarah, Sarah, Sarah. First sentence we used already Sarah. And again we don't have to say Sarah. What we can say? We can use a pronoun instead. This is a noun. Now instead of Sarah, we are going to use, can anybody say what word, what pronoun? We can use it here. Here you go. What is that? Sarah is a girl. Sarah is in grade 1. She is in grade 1. She is in grade 1. So she is a pronoun. What is that? She is a pronoun. Here Sarah is a noun. Sarah is a noun and she is a pronoun. Is that clear, children? Let's move to the next sentence. Ridunant is a good player. Ridunant is a good player. So what is the noun here? Ridunant is the noun. And Ridunant is smart. Again and again, see this long name. We don't have to say again. Yes, Ridunant, we can say Ridunant again and again. We don't have to say. We can say what? She or it or he. All are pronouns. We already discussed what are pronouns. Pronouns are name, words used instead of, in the place of nouns. We can use pronoun. What is it? Ridunant is a good player. Again, we don't have to say Ridunant. We change, we shortened into he. He is smart. Ridunant is smart. He is smart. Is that clear? Hope it is clear. It is a noun and this is a pronoun. This is a noun. This is a pronoun. Now let's check the next sentence. The bat is missing. You have to read after me, okay, children? The bat is missing. The bat is, see, my bat is missing. So how I can say the bat is missing, the bat is new, the bat is green, the bat is like that we don't have to say again and again the bat, the bat, the bat. What we can say? We can say it is new. The bat is missing. It is new. Is that clear? So here she, he, it. These are pronouns. Sarah, Ridunant and the bat, these are nouns. These are nouns. She, he, it, they, you, me, all are pronouns. I hope it is clear to you. Check it. Now check in page number 53. Here you have in the page number 53 in CB textbook, you have a sentence like this. I look after his house. I keep his house safe. The dog was telling to the wolf. You remember the dialogue? Very good. I look after his house. I keep his house safe. So here in this red letter, the underlined words, these are nouns. His house. I keep his house. Again and again, we don't have to say his house, his house, his house. The dog was speaking about his master's house. So I look after his house. I keep his house safe. I keep his house safe from all the thieves. We don't have to say again and again his house. Instead, we can use a pronoun. It is the use of it. It is a pronoun. See, I look after his house. One time we said, I look after his house. I keep it safe. So this word I cut and I changed the word into his house. I changed it into it. Easy. So the sentence length is shortened now. Right? Do you understand? I look after his house. I keep his house safe. Then I change his house into it. So this sentence you will be writing in the CB copy. Now check this out. Ramu has a bicycle. He loves his bicycle. Ramu has a bicycle. What is the noun here? Ramu is a noun. Bicycle is a noun. So he loves his bicycle. So we are talking about his bicycle. So even if we add a pronoun in the sentence, the sense is clear there. Ramu has a bicycle. Can you add a pronoun here? What is the pronoun? It. Ramu has a bicycle. He loves his bicycle. It. He loves it. Ramu has a bicycle. He loves it. This is Ramu. He loves it. It is clear there. Yes, we are talking already about bicycle. So he loves it. It indicates Ramu's bicycle. Okay. Next is, there is a tree outside my window. There is a tree outside my window. This is my house, and outside my window I have a tree there. The tree has pink flowers. There is a tree outside my window. The tree has pink flowers. Now how we can change it? See, the tree changed into it. Again, it is already mentioned there. It is talking about there is a tree outside the window. So we are talking about the tree. So again, we don't have to say the tree has pink flowers. So read this now. Read after me. There is a tree outside my window. It has pink flowers. It has pink flowers. So these sentences you will be writing in the copy rewriting. So homework is, 2 more sentences are there in your book. Homework is page number 53. Rewrite using it instead of the underlined words. You need to write it. Pause. Okay children, now hope all of you have understood regarding pronoun. Only the thing that you need to do is replace the underlined word with it. It is clear. Okay. And now we are moving to learn punctuation. It is regarding, see, when I was checking your copies, I noticed one thing. You have such a wonderful, beautiful writing, but some kids, they did not write using punctuation. Punctuation means when we start writing a sentence, we have to start the sentence with a capital letter. Okay, now just go through this. The sentence, the dog lives in a house. His master gives him lots of food to eat. The dog looks after his house. He keeps it safe. See, endlessly it is continuing. But the meaning or the sense of the sentence it is not conveyed here clearly. So what we have to do is, we have to start a sentence. When we start a sentence, we should start this with a capital letter, and in between there are needed some places there it is needed full stop. Okay, you know what is a full stop? Just a dot, that is full stop. Full stop. And see, now I have rewritten the sentence like this. The dog lives in a house. See, I wrote here the dog lives in a house, and I added a full stop here. Can you see this? I added a full stop here, and you can see this red letters are means that these are the changes that I made in the sentence. This is the same sentence, but some changes I made, so the meaning or the sense of the sentence is clearly conveyed here, and it is very easy for us to read and understand the meaning, to grasp the meaning. The dog lives in a house, full stop. Then pause, then you have to start. His master gives him lots of food to eat. Then again full stop. Then you continue. The dog looks after his house. He keeps it safe. Then again full stop. So when you write a questions and answer, in question you will write a question mark, and in the sentence or the answer you will start the sentence with the capital letter, and here the end of the sentence you have to put just a dot, that is called full stop, and this is capital letter. Okay, this is called punctuation. Next, can you write this? He jumps on the garden tap. He looks around. See, here the meaning is not clearly conveyed. You may get confused with this. He jumps on the garden tap. He looks around. Here something we have to add. What is that? Yeah, very good. How many of you can say louder please? Yeah, very good. The first letter should be capital. Then one more here. He jumps on the garden top, garden tap, full stop. He looks around. Here he jumps on the garden tap, full stop. Again he looks around. Then after full stop, I started the sentence with a capital letter. When you write it in the copy, you will be very careful. You will write the sentence using the punctuation, and also we have punctuation, that is full stop. Now second sentence is his friends came to play. They went to the park. See, because here we have to divide the sentence. Then only the meaning is conveyed clearly. His friends came to play. They went to the park. So here we have to add. What are the changes? Can you guess, children? Yes, this is his friends came to play. Full stop. Then start with a yes, capital. They went to the